This is Beaverville. Come on in.
I would never do something like that. First of all, I have a girlfriend who I love very much.
Her name is?
Michelle.
Michelle. What she look like?
She's super tall.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
I've been to every city in Mexico. Came across an unclaimed piece of meat in Baja. Turned out to be Rosie. Guess he picked a knife fight with somebody better.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward ahead.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Yeah! Super duper! That's nice! Way to go! Neato, gang!
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the third day of March, 2025. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show on a Monday. Here we are. I hope you had a great weekend. It's going to be a great Monday. Mid-50s today, I think, is what they're saying. Text-wise? Text-wise? What the hell? Weather-wise here in the Twin Cities. Wakey, wakey, hands off Snakey. Come on, Huck, let's go. Anyway, Power Trip Morning Show. Here we go. Ben, I don't know. I should check. There's a Power Trip calendar is a new Twitter, but my phone's all the way over there. So I'll just wait and find out. I think Mussman's gone, though. I think he went to the nude beach. Let's find out together. Here's some comedy. Nick Kroll, Power Trip Morning Show on a Monday. Now, come on in. I am glad you are here.
Texting's like, it's a fine art. It's like poetry. It's really hard to do well. And that's why I think we should reward the great ones. And that's why I want to have an award ceremony for texting called the Texties. And it would be like, and the Textie for best blow-off of a college buddy in town for the weekend goes to Mike for, to know, sleepy, let's meet up next Tim. And the Textie for worst attempt at a booty text at 2:30 in the morning after watching the movie Wild Things goes to Birchman for you up. For worst use of an exclamation point goes to Lauren for I'm sorry your grandfather died. For best response to the question, are we breaking up, goes to Larry for new phone. Who does?
I love watching Tarzan movies.
The finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
Power Trip Morning Show, Monday, March 3rd of 2025. I'm Corey, that's Chris, that's Paul. There's Zachary. This is a Monday morning. Chris, you just mentioned it's going to be super, super nice. I would argue already is. No jacket again, man. F it.
Yeah, F it, man.
It's the most Minnesota way ever to start a show. Let's just gab about the weather.
Yeah!
It's going to be nice.
Yeah, man, it's going to be nice. It's nice. It's nice. Yesterday was awesome.
Yesterday was pretty awesome.
Did some antiquing, bought some cool stuff.
What'd you buy?
Yeah, some pictures.
Of?
Stuff. I bought an Iron Maiden Number of the Beast album.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because it was cool. It was the original one with the poster in it, which, you know.
Where'd you antique?
Man, all over. I went and I turned right.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Good start,
and I just started driving. And there were some little towns that I went through with antique stores that I'd never been to before. But had me some funds.
Yeah, I can't get over the smell. Antique stores smell like antiques are in there.
Yeah, eventually that's what you'll smell like.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like that's how I smell. Like, I'm like, oh, am I home? Sometimes I wake up in a chair at an antique store.
And then you purchase it.
Well, I have to because I've drooled on it.
They must love when you show up.
They do. They
you buy
do.
everything.
Their favorite words to say to me is, "Would you want me to sit that at the counter for you?"
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do you basket? Yep.
And you're not going to haggle, right? You're
No,
just
I don't
going to
care.
say, sure, I'll pay that.
Yeah.
I'll pay $90 for
Yeah.
an Iron
Right.
Maiden album.
Right.
Sometimes I say, "Are you sure that's all you want for this?"
Yeah. You buy stuff they can't believe somebody bought.
Then I take off my leathers, start diddling.
So you bought an album. You bought a
I bought
vinyl?
a vinyl record. Yeah.
And you have a record player.
I do, yes. Yeah.
Did you play it immediately?
I have not played it yet. I was antiquing all day, and then I watched the Oscars.
Yeah.
So did I.
Yeah.
So did I.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know most of those movies, so that was a rough
Yeah.
watch, even with my guy Conan.
Same.
But
He was good. Yeah.
a bunch of movies, one that I haven't seen.
Did it
and-
make you want to watch The Substance at the very beginning when he crawled out of Demi Moore?
I mean, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
I didn't see
Did
that
you know
part.
that happens in the movie?
I assumed that was an actual
Yeah, yeah.
reference, but didn't get it.
Yeah.
Was it an upset that she didn't win?
I think it must have been. That seemed like an upset that lady won.
Yeah.
Mikey Madison?
Who dies horribly in To Live and Die in Los Angeles or Hollywood. Or
Once
whatever.
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's the one.
Yeah. It does when
Whoa.
So that's who the director. That's why the director thanked Quentin Tarantino.
Exactly.
Oh, got it. All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah, she's great. She's one of Charlie's disciples in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and she dies horribly. Spoiler!
Oh, great.
Yeah.
It says we're going to get 2 to 6 inches of snow tomorrow night.
I think Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's going to be 50 immediately.
It's going to
so
be 61 like
it's
a
not
week
gonna
from
stick.
today.
Yeah, man, bring it.
Yeah.
it'll be gone within 24
I want it to
hours.
never get hotter than 61. How about that? We
That'd
good?
be great.
We cool?
Yeah,
Everybody
maybe
got a deal?
65.
You got a deal or not? Do we have a deal or not, bitch?
Sure.
Okay, we got a
we got a deal.
Why won't you just make a deal with them?
Yeah.
I just did.
I mean, but
do you
you
got in your purse?
hesitated so long.
What do you got in your purse?
I don't have. I like your blouse.
Thank you. What'd you think of Shane Gillis on Saturday Night Live?
It was solid.
Yeah, me too. A couple of them. I like the 2 beers bit. That's funny.
Yeah,
Couple of beers,
that was-
yeah, that's a
I
good
saw
bit.
that trending. That was funny.
Doctor bit, the doctor who could.
At the end, the doctor that could blow himself.
Yeah. So the craziest thing is we had I'm not going to obviously say his name, but we had, in fact, it was a hockey teammate of mine.
Oh my God, dude.
Who claimed that he claimed that he could, and apparently there was a couple of witnesses.
What?
Back in like 9th grade.
What?
And he went on to become a doctor. So it was really
So
weird
he may
watching
have
that.
inspired that final sketch.
I mean, just obviously indirectly, but it was just the weirdest thing because I'm like, I know a guy that literally is a doctor that he was the one kid in our grade that supposedly could do that. So
what was his
a
name?
little freaky. I'm not going to say his name.
What was his last name and year he graduated?
2013. That's all I can give you.
So a doctor from the 2013 class.
Yes.
I don't think you graduated with multiple doctors.
May I ask you a question?
Everybody in the class knows, but
When you're searching through the Rolodex, does that work for you?
yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah, every
knew it.
once in a while.
Yeah, right.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Boy, my Rolodex. Oof. Thank God it's not real. You know what I mean?
It's
The internet would block you.
Oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the sketch was funny when he finally breaks and he's like, "Can you imagine the burden of trying to find somebody that can please me more than I can?"
That's funny.
It's a good bit. He finally breaks.
It's true.
Yeah. No, so I thought Shane was good. I thought the Oscars were pretty boring.
Yeah.
Best line of the whole bit was the halftime joke about how Kendrick Lamar is going to come out and call Drake a pedophile.
He said, "I'm lawyered up." That was funny. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I like him.
Saying that Billy Crystal was the best host ever. That was a neat moment.
A neat moment?
Neat. Sorry, neat.
No. How's there is no Louis on this deal?
He's great, man.
He was
wonderful.
on NFL Network.
Yeah, he was.
He was?
Louis was on NFL
Did he run the 40?
Network.
No.
how?
I took a picture of him watching it, and then they posted it. Yeah. It's pretty good.
You ain't good?
I mean, yeah, he ran. Yeah.
With your permission?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. It had my Twitter handle on it. As long as it's about me, I don't care. It was cute.
Did you see anything that you liked though in the running and stuff?
I thought I watched a little bit of it yesterday. I'll be honest with you. I watched a lot of it. At about an hour and a half into it yesterday, something in my conscience said, this is boring. And I looked at my wife and I said, we should watch something else. And so we switched the channel. I love the combine,
Corey?
but it got a little boring.
Correct usage?
The word conscience?
Something in my conscience?
Is that right or wrong?
What do you think?
That's exactly what it is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's 5:30 in the morning. I don't know.
Something in
my brain?
I'm asking. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Conscience is your moral compass. So I guess with
what are you, a psychiatrist now?
Yeah, so that's like your conscience tells you like if you were to say this is wrong, it'd be like, it'd be like if like one of them broke an ankle during the 40 and they shot him, and then you'd be like, well, I can't watch this because my conscience is saying.
Oh, well, part of my brain was like, this is really
Which
boring.
part? The medulla oblongata?
I have no idea. The back part.
Oh, the back part. Oh, that's where you got all the gross stuff.
That's for.
Oh, God.
Man, you don't want to see the back of my brain.
No. We know what you look up on the internet.
Yeah. There's a Bill Murray movie that I want to go see at the theaters, by the way. I didn't even know it was coming out. Did you guys know that?
Which one?
It's called Riff Raff.
The rapper?
Yeah, exactly. It's Bill Murray plays a rapper. It's about it's Pete Davidson and Bill Murray.
It's quite the mix.
I know. And
came out last year, and why didn't anybody?
It's at the theaters now. I saw it the other day. Yeah, I know. It's got everybody in. That's what I mean. It's got everybody in it.
They need to hire a better marketing firm.
No kidding.
Yeah, I almost went to see it, and then I was like, I don't think I'm gonna.
Hey, speaking of Bill Murray,
yeah,
I saw the clip of him, the first 45 seconds of him on Joe Rogan's podcast. It was on my old internet feed.
Oh, yeah.
Did you anybody see that exchange?
No.
So Joe Rogan basically says, like, you're one of my idols. This is a super cool moment for me. And Bill Murray, as honestly, as nicely as he could, he wasn't trying to be a jerk, just said, no offense, I didn't know who you were. I don't even really understand how this works. So I'm, whatever, I'm here. In the nicest possible way, says, I don't know who you are. I don't know what this is. And all I could think is how lucky he was. And this isn't a shot at Joe Rogan. That's literally how disconnected he is from social media and all the stuff that makes us anxious and pissed and divisive.
Yeah.
Bill's off the grid.
Yeah.
He wasn't even saying it to be mean. Just like, no, this isn't a part of my world. And in fact, he said something like, about
balls.
Somebody had told him that Joe was like into weightlifting, so he thought he was going to be really intimidated.
Yeah.
And that was about it. And I'm like, man, it would be nice to be that far off the grid where you have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
That must be freeing.
I don't know why more people in a position like him don't do that. Like, if you have the resources to be able to
just be in a bubble,
right?
Just enjoy your life. No riffraff,
right?
Yeah.
Hey, our boss says radio is going to remain a growth engine for iHeart.
Oh, is that in an email?
No, it's on. I'm seeing InsideRadio.com. They're realizing that they can make money off this if they try.
Oh, fantastic!
Wow. Love it.
We settled Drake sued us.
Drake did?
Yeah.
Drake did?
What did we say about him?
Why?
Because we've been playing that song that's been calling him a pedophile.
Never mind.
Oh, boy.
Well, there goes our money. Thanks a lot, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. Way to go.
Sauce, by the way, Swedberg and Abbott want to see you at 9.
That's all right.
Hey, Corey?
Yes.
What were we just talking about?
Bill Murray staying off the grid.
Did I talk to you guys on the air or off the air about taking a day completely off from my phone? That was off the air, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was off the air,
Yeah. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? If you could only use email, so you could only use your computer, just not having your cell phone with you. Like, we left the show at 9 a.m. and said until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, no cell phones. You guys are willing to do that with me one of these days?
No.
Thanks.
Maybe in the summer.
Yeah, it's
like this week would be tough with everything going on.
What's going on this week?
High school hockey tournament.
High school?
High school.
High school.
I can't wait till I go to Ike school.
Don't say
The
that.
trade deadline for the Wild.
Oh, you got to have your phone if it's the trade deadline.
How do you sneak into schools?
And I don't blame him. I agree with you.
Yeah.
You got to have it for that. Yeah, how do you sneak into school?
How do you get into the schools after being banned?
You put on a costume.
Oh,
Wow.
Like
What kind of costume?
Like maybe like a polo. No, maybe not a polo. Like a flannel shirt with a vest and a backpack over one shoulder. You 21 Jump School. Do it. Or Jump Street do it.
But that's going to look like you're an older person sneaking into school. Shouldn't you just put on like a janitor's
It
uniform?
worked for that Steve Buscemi guy.
it did. That's right.
Yeah, it did.
Hey kids.
Why wouldn't you just dress as a janitor?
Oh man, bam.
Well, that's a great way because they're not going to question you. Plus, you can go to like in any door if you're the janitor.
You know what would be
Right.
great?
You have all access.
Goodwill hunting at White Bear Lake would be hilarious. Because like the problem up on the chalkboard would be like 4 plus 7.
Yeah.
And some janitor would come in and write down 11 and they'd be like, my God.
We have a genius among us.
He
be like-
solved it.
It's like Idiocracy.
We've been working on this problem for years.
The janitor figured it out. He looks like a high school kid with a flannel and a backpack. But I can't claim he's a janitor. Yeah, man, it's hard to ditch the phone when you have kids. I just wish I could ditch the social media part of it. I still want to be able to get texted and stuff, but man, 'cause I don't spend a lot of time on
You can do
text.
that then. Delete them all.
Oh man.
Sliding through the crowd with a smile.
If I didn't do all the initials stuff,
Coolest guy alive.
I would delete it all the second I lost this job. And I still might.
Let's get the party started.
We all should be a little more like Bill Murray. In most ways. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on the Fan.
Pants down, sit. Two Cobras with a hit.
The Fan.
The Power Hour goes live at 8 a.m. It's powered by Quantum Fiber. Your world unleashed. Watch it at KFAN.com/watch.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Here we are. 5:50 a.m. Third day of March.
Max and Zach wake up early, dreams in their eyes.
Man, that's not dreams.
Working double shifts, barely making it by. The rents and bills piling high like mountains so tall. But they won't give up, won't let their spirits fall. In the city lights, they hustle day and night.
Anybody have any idea what country Max is currently in?
No.
Struggling
Be any of the 4 or 5, who knows?
He hasn't shared like anything on Instagram that
I know.
I've seen.
Yeah, he's off the grid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's how, when you're traveling the world like Max is, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Just enjoy it. Stay off the grid.
Have we heard from him?
Not a word. I have, and I normally do. I haven't heard a thing
would
from
we
him.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I'm saying. He could be in a dungeon somewhere, and he might like it.
Yeah, he might like
I
it.
mean,
It's part
I'm
of the
not saying
adventure.
it's a
Love
bad
it.
thing. Yeah.
You might love
He
it.
probably got a good deal on it on Air Dungeon.
Yeah.
Air Dungeon.
Struggling
Some Tunisia hostel or whatever the hell he is at.
They get closer to the sky. Though the path's long,
All right, so
they'll find their
Ben's
way
here today, but we don't think Muss is.
I think he's on a
Arizona?
cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did he not say he was going on a cruise?
No, he said he was going on a reconnaissance mission to look at homes in Arizona.
Like, how you doing, Holmes?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
What's up? Hey?
Must be nice.
Yeah.
He said they're still not going to move out there for another 10 years.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
That's what he says.
They're getting ahead of it, I guess. So,
Yeah, man's way ahead of it. You know.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford stayed with the Rams.
How about that? Yeah.
It was all a ruse.
I think so, yeah. But that helps the market for Sam Darnold if you're in the camp you don't want Sam Darnold back. Because the hot rumor now is the Raiders and him are probably either going to find a way, like a sign and trade, or he just is going to sign with them a week from today when the legal tampering period opens.
Which is interesting because The Athletic reported that Raiders GM John Spytek and minority owner Tom Brady, quote, aren't super high on Sam Darnold.
Really?
Tom Brady's not a minority.
Yeah, he is. He's taller than an average person.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty rare.
All right, never mind.
Yeah, hold on a second. Hang on. One of us. Gone too
There's a
soon.
picture of Myles Garrett on Google News right now. His arms are beautiful.
Yeah,
We should have him on our team.
we should. That would be excellent.
And that looks threatening.
It does, doesn't it? Look how big his arms
I
are.
don't want to.
Can you believe that? Those are human being arms. Like
He should be He should be a UFC or something.
like David statue.
Yeah.
They're going to
Yeah.
need more concrete. What do they make that S out of?
Marble?
Thank you. They're going to need more marble.
I don't even know if that's right. But
What is it, Core? Come on, brother.
I don't know what the statue
What
David is made of.
Michelangelo.
I think it's marble, yeah.
David.
I'd guess
made
silly putty.
out of
Maybe plaster of Paris.
marble.
Yeah, it's keratin.
Carrot, yeah.
I'm not a big
Or
fan.
ketamine. Maybe it's ketamine.
That'd be cool.
You ever try ketamine?
Yeah, in a hot tub once.
Wow.
Damn. Ooh.
That's
To give you a
sad.
boner?
I Googled ketamine.
Don't do that.
Yeah, and the first listing is the DEA's page about it.
Yeah, don't click on
David
it.
Earl Anderson?
Is the second search Matthew Perry?
No, not yet.
How long do you have to scroll to get to Matthew Perry?
Has anybody seen that documentary yet?
No.
Here's well done.
There's one we watched one where basically he was paying like $2,000 for a dose of $11 ketamine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, if you watch like the, I don't know, maybe seasons 4 through 10 of Friends, you can see the roller coaster he's on.
Yeah, when he gets real thin. And
Yep,
stuff.
real
Yeah,
thin. Then he
yeah,
gets
yeah.
kind of a little overweight.
Yeah.
And then there's sometimes that his eyes look a little bit dead. It's just the last handful of seasons. Sometimes he looks healthy and coherent. And other times you're like, that's not the normal
Yeah.
Chandler. What the hell's going on here?
I think he said in his book when he was heavy, it was drinking. When he was really skinny, it was pills. And when he was really into pills, it's when he had the goatee to cover up how skinny he looked.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a couple times he gets rail thin.
Yeah. And because I would assume all he would do is pills. Yeah. Sucks.
Marty's gone.
And no one cares.
Is she on vacation this week?
Is she gone Friday?
Was that this week or is that 2 weeks ago?
I think she's gone Friday.
Marty's gone.
Actually, she's suing us for that song.
Well, we didn't accuse her of being, the P word.
No.
No.
The other P word.
Oh,
Just hurt
so
her
sad.
feelings.
I don't know why I would have.
The
been.
Drake P word.
That's a bad one. It's a bad P word.
Yeah, it's one of the
there.
worst
don't
ones.
do that.
That's a bad P word there, brother. How many times have I heard that? Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I know. There's a... Oh, man. There's a show on the Netflix. I think it's Netflix. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Netflix. Can't remember the name of it. It's got Kate Hudson in it.
Where she owns
Turning Point, something like that.
where she owns a basketball team?
Yeah. It's basically the story of the Lakers. I don't know why they don't just call them the Lakers, because Jeannie Buss is the executive producer.
Running Point, I think it's called.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's it.
Just
So
saw the
if
Avatar.
you listen to Smartless,
Yeah.
is that the three dudes?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Like all their friends are part of the show, right? The guy who was on Charlie's Angels, the first movie. Anyway, so the concept is the dad dies, Mr. Buss, essentially. And he's got 4 kids, including the daughter, who's basically Jeannie Buss, who they don't ever let do anything with the team. And she has a drug problem. So when he dies, he gives the team to his kids, but the oldest son is running the team. And that's the guy from Charlie's Angels. Then he is smoking crack and crashes his car. And so instead of giving the presidency to his 2 other brothers who are kind of ridiculous. He gives it to his sister, who's Kate Hudson, and she has to take over. It's half-hour episodes. It's really pretty good. I got to tell you, it's pretty good. I don't care anything about basketball. It's pretty funny. She's really good. Out of nowhere,
it's supposed to be a comedy?
Oh yeah, it is definitely is a comedy. Yeah. Out of nowhere, Jim O'Hare, our old buddy, is on.
Oh
there.
yeah.
Yeah. He just comes, and so it was Friday night, 10 o'clock, so only like 8 o'clock out there. So I texted him and I said, "Dude," and he sent me the nicest text back. He remembered who we were.
Oh, awesome.
Talked a little bit about us.
Yeah.
But so I was so glad to see him doing stuff again because I don't think I've seen him on anything since Parks and Rec. Yeah. But what a good dude, man.
Really nice guy.
Yeah, really, really good dude. I was glad to see him. And the other guy from Parks and Rec, who's also a comedian. Very funny guy. You love him.
Who's also
He was on Parks and Rec.
Aziz Ansari?
Yes, is on there as well. He's another owner of a different basketball team. Yeah, so it's a bunch of cool people on the show. Half-hour episodes. I encourage you to watch it. Not the best comedy in the world,
sure,
but pretty well done, especially if you like basketball.
So Oscars got over last night at what, like 9:45?
Yeah. Like really early.
Yeah. Ended early.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah.
Even though they tried to cut Adrian Brody off.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. He's
you
like,
got plenty of time.
I know how to do this. Turn it off. Turn off me. And they did. I couldn't believe it.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm not even close to falling asleep. I'm going to jump in and watch White Lotus, episode 3 of this season. So I watched it late last night. I'm sure it's going to get good. If this was season 1, nothing's happened through 3 episodes.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying.
It is again the definition of if the director and the writers, if they have equity and you trust them and you believe them. My guess is this is going to go somewhere that it's going to get really interesting and it's going to get fun. So far, there's been a snake bite. I mean, otherwise, who cares? Like, nothing's happened so far.
Like an actual snake bite?
Sure.
Or you like,
no, an actual one.
Twist somebody's arm? Yeah.
Right, because that's the worst, man.
Yeah, those hurt.
Otherwise,
same.
So I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying so far, nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just keep waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
One character has essentially spent 3 episodes on the phone.
Meat sauce.
And the kids keep saying, "Dad, get off the phone. You're not supposed to have phones here." And then he goes other places and he's on the phone because he's in big trouble back in the States and he's trying to hide it from his family. He has spent 3 episodes hiding his phone, crying in the shower about like what's going on.
Hockey.
Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening yet though. Oh.
Yeah.
So is this a slow burn? Let's hope it gets there because the first 2 seasons were very good.
Yeah, the first 2 are great.
I had a really good weekend. I feel like, I had a gig Saturday night.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It went really well. I'm like, what did I do with 3 days of my life? It went really well. I love the Parkway, man.
It's a cool theater.
Yeah,
I love
great
that
spot.
place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm about that place? The rows between the seats, really big. Like plenty of room. You don't feel like you're distracting people. Huge group of people came out. Thank you, everybody, for coming out that night. It was fun.
It's a cool spot. We've done that Power Trip comedy thing a couple of times with our friend Cy.
Great.
I ate something for the first time in my life.
Oh.
Sauce, you should try it.
Yeah.
Try a different one.
Oh, no.
Try your own. You got one, right?
No, I do not.
Yeah, be like Zach Doctor Friend from the class of 2013.
Is that his name, Dr. Friend? Because that would be ironic.
Corey, come on, man.
Zach Dr. Friend.
His last name's Friend.
Give it away.
You call him Dr. Friend. Anyway, I'll tell you when we come back from break. I ate something for the first time in my life at this supper club right beside the Parkway. I'd never had one before. Apparently, it's a big deal in Minnesota, and I am absolutely hooked.
All in.
Oh, sweet.
Well, Zach tried a Twinkie for the first time in his life on Friday.
That can't be true.
He claims it's the last one.
No, that can't be.
That's because they don't taste the same.
You thought it was fine, but you're not going back.
Yeah, I don't really
They don't
need
taste the same, dude.
Yeah.
They aren't as good as they used to be,
They
but they're
taste
still pretty
lemony
good.
now.
I wish I would have known that they were going to change it. I might have probably should have tried one like years ago.
I bet if you get one from the 70s, they still are edible.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, go to like a fallout shelter.
Yeah.
We'll
Thanks,
do.
Woody Harrelson.
Front Page Sports is next on The Fan.
I woke up this morning, eyes wide open, no sleep. Can't think of nothing else. Chris Hockey's wiener got me jumping out of bed. Gotta see it soon. Without the wiener, life feels like a doing.
You know, Marnie
I've been dreaming.
was pretty bitter because she wrote a whole song.
Yeah.
She thought you were going to put in all of the lyrics.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of these songs you just prompt with a line, right? Like, all right, Marnie's gone and no one seems to care.
Yeah.
And then it fills in the rest. I think Marnie actually wrote an entire parody song that AI eventually can do.
Yeah.
And then when you said, "Oh yeah, I have it, thanks," and this is what you played and claimed that this is what Marnie was thinking about.
Fire in my soul, Chris Hockey's wiener. I need it. I'm home.
Wow. Okay. All right, let's do front page sports. Let's talk about what's going on locally here. We had a couple things
Time now.
yesterday.
Front page sports presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores, 3 Red Bulls for just $8.50. Get those big Red Bulls. Mix and match any flavors you want. These fellas were nice enough to bring a bunch of Red Bulls on Friday.
Yeah, man.
We had a good group on Friday. A bunch of cool people
Yeah,
watching the show on Friday.
People, yeah.
Unlike normally.
Normally, right. But they brought in a whole bunch of like random flavors of Red Bull. The blue one was really good. The purple one was really good. Anyway, mix and match anything you want at Holiday.
Let's go.
Buy 3 for $8.50. Thanks, Holiday.
Holy cow!
The Minnesota Wild. 1 rip over Boston, the 4th shutout of the year for Philip Gustafson. That is tied for second most in the NHL behind Connor Hellebuck of the Winnipeg Jets of Anaheim. He is 6, but still, Gus Bus, 4th shutout of the season. Zach, I believe that's his 10th in his career with the Wild.
Yeah.
I think that's the number I saw yesterday.
Yeah, I believe that's what I saw as well. So a great night for him. They were certainly hanging on in that third period and just were able to keep him off the scoreboard, which was really cool. Got just enough offense with the help of their defense, and it was a nice win after, I don't know when the last time they actually won at the X. It's been a while. So they will go back out on the road, but then after this weekend, when they come back on Sunday, it's going to be nothing but Wild hockey at the X this month. Remember all the road games that they had in the fall and the winter? Well, now we're going to make up for that with home games in the spring.
As soon as that game ended on TNT, Inside the NBA-esque panel. Is it just called Inside the NHL? What do they call that show?
NHL on TNT. I don't know.
Whatever it's called. That whole group, that panel, couldn't stop raving about Brock Faber.
He's the best.
They went on for about 5 straight minutes about how he's just a freak.
Awesome. Nice, man.
We hit the jackpot with that kid. He's awesome.
Paper grow, bro.
Yeah, and proud Gopher, and exactly what you wanted. If you're a Wild fan in the state of hockey, you want a homegrown talent that's going to be a leader, and he is one of the best defensemen in the league. There are very few that you can put ahead of him, and I don't know. I'd be biased, but man, he is so cool. So. Guys like him have to step up. Billy G had a press conference yesterday, spent a half hour talking to the media, dropped Effenheimers, dropped all sorts of vulgarities, but it was funny.
I love vulgarities.
Yeah. And basically said that no LTIR for Ek or Kaprizov, so in theory, they're expecting them back before the end of the year.
Okay.
He had that in the locker room after the game when they were celebrating.
He had Chris Hockey's wiener?
Yep. The song.
Oh.
If I would.
Thanks, Michael McDonald. The Timberwolves won 116-98 over the Suns. The Suns are falling apart. Had 44.
How are we going to live on this planet?
And had 44, and he complained after every single point that he scored.
I hate that, guys. That's one of my worst favorite things about basketball.
Yeah.
I hate it. All the complaining.
Even the highlights. All of us were talking in here, and SportsCenter had the Suns Wolves on. So even on mute, they showed a whole bunch of really cool Ant baskets, right? Some sweet layups, some nice shots. He threw his hands up after every highlight.
Even when it went in, he's like, Chris Hockey's penis.
Complained after every made basket. Man, that's what I used to hate about Kat, because Kat would do that every single time. It's like, God, Kat, just stop.
Yeah, meow.
No, but Kat would complain even more so on the calls that he didn't get, like when he would miss, when he would screw up, he would just flail and throw tantrums. Ant does that a little bit, but man, Ant even complains after awesome layups.
All the time.
It's getting old.
Yeah.
16 technicals. Randall was back, 20 points, 8 of 14 shooting. But how about DiVincenzo? 8 of 13,
Stud.
all from 3. 8 3-pointers, so 24 points in 27 minutes.
He should start.
So our cat tradees were back in effect last night against the Phoenix Suns. How about 6 through 10 in the West? All jumbled within a half a game of each other. The Wolves are technically in 8th, but obviously could go quickly either way, 6 to 10. They're all right in the same group.
And they've got some really winnable games coming up. They get to play San Antonio, who doesn't have, what's the guy who plays on San Antonio, Hawk?
Iceland John.
Yeah, they don't have Iceland John.
Iceland John. No one seems to care.
They play the Sixers tomorrow.
Without Embiid.
Who are bad, yeah.
But they also lost to the Jazz over the weekend, but that's why you can't have dumbass Ant throwing fits, because he gets suspended.
Yeah. Correct.
The wrong time, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Over the weekend, the 49ers traded wide receiver Deebo Samuel to the Washington Commanders for a fifth-round pick.
A fifth-round pick.
And the hot rumor over the weekend, too, is their other guy that they signed to a huge deal is also on the trading block. Yeah, who's that?
Hang on.
Who's Carrie Ellis?
She's an actress.
Thank you.
Yeah. She's an actress, yeah.
Saw him yesterday.
Yeah.
Carrie Ellis?
No, Mark Rosen.
She's an actress.
How's he doing?
He's doing good.
Does he miss us a little bit?
Yeah, he misses us dearly.
You think so?
Why are you laughing?
Oh, I'm not laughing.
Where was he? The XL Energy Center?
Yeah, he was up
doing
in
what?
The press box.
For what?
Not doing really anything.
Oh, so you admit it?
Probably just watching, taking pictures with Lou Nanny, who was there also.
And there it is.
Yep.
Marty's gone.
And no one
seems to care.
I love that. Yeah. No, your song.
Oh.
It's weird because
Either way,
you're singing it mumbled, so you don't say the word penis, but then it ends up sounding like anus.
Yeah.
Mumbled. It almost sounds worse.
Is that why you said you love it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, your poor anus.
Do you guys want to know what I ate?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
More
That was
sports. Go ahead.
no, that was a hell of no. The rest of it's boring.
Okay, cool.
Can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead, baby.
So it's something Minnesotan that you've never had before.
That's
Next
correct.
to the Parkway Theater.
That's correct.
Is there a Juicy Lucy somewhere around the Parkway Theater that you've never had?
He's had that.
Had that.
Lefse.
Well, so it's a supper club, so we got to think.
Oh.
They got meat and potatoes.
Supper's a great word.
Yeah, it immediately dates you, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
And regionalizes you.
Yes.
I don't think people in
I've never
Arizona
heard it called
say
supper before.
supper.
No, we don't.
Right.
We didn't call it that in Indiana. I'll tell you that.
What did you call it in Indiana?
Eating.
We definitely, that's all my mom said growing up as well, be home for supper, things like that. Now, I don't ever use that word, and I don't know, it's one of those like weird trigger words where I'm like, man, supper is such a weird,
Yeah, it's a weird
old Minnesota word.
Yeah.
I don't
I
care
like it.
for it.
Yeah.
Just say dinner.
Dinner, or like, do you want to get something to eat?
Right.
Or what's the plan for food later?
Are you hungry? Yeah.
What's for supper? What's for supper?
Yeah.
I like supper.
What do we live in a
Pork
covered wagon?
schnitzel.
Yeah, do we live in a covered wagon?
It's true. We do.
Yeah, that's not a bad guess.
Some of us do. What'd you say, buddy?
Pork schnitzel.
No.
Pasta bolognese.
No, I've had that.
He's had him.
Is this an appetizer, main course, dessert?
This was an appetizer.
Appetizer.
An appetizer. I'd never had before. It was delish.
Artichoke dip.
It involved honey butter.
Cornbread.
You're very close. It is a breading. I'll just tell you.
No, hold on.
Popovers.
Popover.
Yeah.
Bam.
Good one.
I've
Those
never
are
had a popover.
What's
delicious.
a popover?
Oh,
Oh, dude, it's a big pastry that's just full of air. But
It
it's
is a lot of air.
My
You'd
God,
love
is it good?
They're good. They're
Yeah, you
warm
just
and buttery.
Put as much butter in there as
Oh,
you can
yeah.
possibly get in there.
Those look good.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, they're great. Where'd you have one?
At the restaurant right beside the Parkway.
Creekside.
That's it, the Creekside.
Yeah.
Supper club.
That place is bitching. I felt like I was old school back then. I felt like
You were at supper.
I was having
Yeah,
supper.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they brought a basket of them out, and
Oh,
I had to
yeah.
sing in an hour and a half. I was like, I can't eat this whole basket, but I
But you
want to.
did.
What song were you singing?
I sang a bunch of different songs. At that point, I was eating, though.
Everything I Own by Bread.
Yeah.
As in, I would give up everything I own for the rest of this bread.
Can I have some popovers, please?
Those are great.
Did you sing Chris Hockey's Anus?
Wiener.
No, it's the mumbled version. Mumbles from Dick Tracy wrote it.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, Mumbles.
Wasn't there a character, Mumbles, from Dick Tracy, or am I just making that up in my head?
Dude. Yeah, absolutely. I just did an impression.
It's Flat Top, Mumbles.
Big D.
Big Boy Caprice or something like that. Or
the Capri Sun guy.
Wasn't that Al Pacino?
I think so.
Chili Nelly.
Can you sing Chris Hockey's Anus again? Is that Michael McDonald?
Yeah.
Dustin Hoffman was Mumbles.
Believe it or not, it was me, dude.
No.
Yep. Anyway, popovers. I love them. I want them. I might go back down there again today just to have them.
Why don't you pop over for some popovers?
See, that sounded very Minnesotan when you just said that.
Yeah, for
Why
supper.
don't you pop over for some supper?
Okay, I will, ma'am. What's your name? How old are you?
Yeah, it's
What's your
somebody's
measurements?
aunt for sure.
Oh, yeah, sounds good to me, brother.
Oh, yeah.
You should make me some popovers. I'll lay some pipe.
Oh, my God.
How about Creasel's buddy Santa used to give it to your aunt?
Yeah, what a great bit.
What's they call it? Throw the boots.
Throwing the boots to your aunt.
Did he say pour the coals?
Pour the coals,
That's
yeah.
the one, yeah.
Yeah, he's funny.
Popovers, man.
Yeah.
I want some, and I want them now. Somebody ought to make them like through a drive-through. Oh, God, that'd be good.
Yeah, why aren't there more bread drive-thrus?
Dude,
That's a good
come
point.
on.
Do you know
let's
how
roll.
much I would pay if there was a Red Lobster drive-thru and you could just roll through and get Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits piping hot
All the time.
through a drive-thru window?
Let's roll through the drive-thru, get some popovers and some Red Lobster biscuits, and then go watch his doctor friend do that thing in himself.
Yeah.
Or Texas Roadhouse.
Can I give you a hot tip on that?
Whoa.
Oh.
So you can go on
Your buddy would.
Whoa.
Texas Roadhouse, whatever. You can order those on their own for like a dozen for like $3.99.
That's a great
Again,
deal.
that's very
And
Minnesota.
then just get them to
Yeah,
go.
get them to go. You put them in one of those, like, those bags like the DoorDash drivers use or whatever, keep it warm. You bring it home. They're just as good as they're in store. Because they're literally from the store.
You know how I
It's
don't-
awesome.
It's a hell of a tip.
You know how I don't like to eat food in front of people?
Yeah.
I've also realized that when I order from, what'd you just call it?
DoorDash.
I don't ever answer the door. I ask them to leave it outside the door because I don't want them to see what I look
Correct.
like.
Yeah, and you don't want them to know that that's all for you.
Correct.
Yeah.
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 My buddy will answer the door and go, "Hey, kids, the food's here." He
Yeah.
lives by himself. Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, no.
Plus, if you're ever attached to a murder, you don't want the DoorDash guy to be able to identify you in a lineup.
Yeah.
Right.
Like on CSI or whatever. Yeah,
Sure.
I saw him. I dropped off his food. He was covered in blood and scum.
Whoa.
I said scum.
Whoa. You saved that quickly.
I didn't order glazed donuts.
Save the place, got my own.
What really matters is next. Ben Lieber in like 10 minutes. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fin.
There ain't a pill or therapy she hasn't tried. She can't find the thing that keeps her satisfied. That's right, baby. We had a drink.
Join the Muss and Miller Lite at Big Louie's Bar in Crystal this Thursday from 5 to 7. Stop by to register for a chance to win a spot in the Vikings Foundation Golf Tournament. Get the full details now at KFAN.com, keyword golf.
Yeah, and ask him about his
Big old nuts.
snowbird home in Arizona.
Ask him if he bought it.
Hey, yeah, he's just out scouting, guys. I can see Mussman being a Arizona guy, can't you?
Well, anywhere Musk goes, people like it.
Yeah, Musk
but
can be
just,
somebody's friend in 5 seconds.
Yes,
Yeah, and
correct.
that seems like an ideal spot to just find a patio and grab a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he screams Scottsdale.
He
Yeah,
really
I wish
does.
he's stopped doing that, especially in
Yeah.
crowded theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confuses people. What are we supposed to do?
We're supposed to do what really matters, which is scores and stats around the world of sports, and in between, Chris will change something about your life
Yeah,
That's what really matters.
with some facts.
you got that right, brother. Nobody sells popovers, by the way, even like on Amazon. Pissing me off.
I imagine they're tough to bake, right?
Yes, they are. They're tough to make. I bet our guy Gavin could make some good ones.
I bet you're right, but he ain't here.
He passed away.
Oh, well, rest in pieces.
Yeah.
Well, shoot him a text.
Wild news presented by Catalyst and CatalystSupplyCo.com. Thanks, Catalyst. Boost your build if you're a Twin Cities contractor with Catalyst. Catalyst is a cool word.
I don't have official word on this, but I'm pretty sure I know who the
Give it hell.
Probably
catalyst
Gus
of the
Bus?
game. Yeah, I would say so.
Come on now, let's
We're
hear
going to
it.
go with that. Gus Bus, 28
Gus.
saves. The
Gotta
fourth
be.
shutout of the season for Gustafsson. The Wild won 1-0 over the Boston Bruins. They are at the Kraken Tuesday at 9 o'clock. That's tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Over the weekend, the Wild also traded for Gustav Nyquist, who was here for 3 games in 2023.
Yeah.
Now he's back.
We talked to him after the game last night. He was very happy to be back here and to be
did you tell him I said
wanted.
hi?
Yeah, I did. He was excited to. He was singing Chris Hockey's in the locker room
really?
after the game. Yeah, they were all. That's their new win song.
Yeah,
Whenever
when
they
we win, we sing.
Win song, the
That's what
golf
they say.
course?
Yes,
Yeah,
but win star.
I'm honored.
Let's go to Windstar.
Let's do it.
Is that right outside of Texas?
Yeah,
Or
it's
is
like
it in Texas?
It's Oklahoma, right? Because they can't.
What? I said Texas.
Is it Texas?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's Oklahoma because I think it's on the border. It's where Texas people gamble because they can't.
That's their theme. It's
Yeah.
where Texas people gamble. Winsdong.
It's like the biggest one in the world, right?
Winsdong.
I don't know. There's a lot of casinos I'd like to go to, and that's one of them.
Well, go, brother.
It's world famous. It's right by where.
Go.
That where where the Tiger King guy is now.
He's in
Not
prison.
Joe, but the other guy.
The guy with no teeth.
Who's the other guy?
The guy who took over.
The guy with the bandana.
Yeah, the
Yes.
guy that kind of dressed like hockey for a while.
The sexy guy.
Yeah, the sexy
Isn't
guy.
it Jeff something?
about
Jeff.
Jeff Pakistan Johnson.
Yep.
Why do I think it was Jeff or something like that?
I think you're right. Jeff Lowe.
Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, my name is
Yeah.
Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
Great bit.
You guys don't get my humor.
What really matters
I thought it was
is
great.
this.
Sorry, I'm trying to find popovers, man.
Good morning, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Morning, guys.
Ben, they don't
What's
think I'm
happening?
funny.
Hi, Ben.
Hi. What are you talking about, Hawk?
They don't think I'm funny. I don't know.
I do. I think you're hilarious.
I think you're funny.
Thank you.
You're really quick and witty.
I like it. I like it when you say stuff. It's fun.
Yeah, the way you pulled off Scum was great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See, they didn't get
Great.
it. They didn't catch
Everybody
it.
knew
Like
where it was
nobody cared
going.
about that at all, but you did. Mm-hmm. It made me happy that you were there for me. Thanks. I'm glad you're here. Just in case you're wondering.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
to see your face.
I'm glad to get your approval.
Yep. Yeah. All right. The British Pet Massacre was a week-long event in 1939 in which an estimated 400,000 cats and dogs, a quarter of the England's pet population, were killed so that food used for animals could be reserved for World War II shortages.
Jeez.
That's a tough week.
That's tough, man.
That's
I've never
terrible.
heard that of all the
Haven't either.
of all the World War II things that I've
I know.
heard and watched and
Never thought about it, though.
seen with my own eyes. I've never heard that before.
Halfway through my my paragraph there, did you not think I was going to say to be eaten?
Yeah.
It's a lot of meat wasted. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're starving. Make me some of that
I bet you.
puppy pizza.
I bet you
Puppy
some
pizza.
people. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not as high a percentage as I thought.
Yeah.
But during that time, if you're gonna have to kill these animals to save for food,
Yeah.
don't you think somebody's hungry enough out there that they're just going to eat their own pets?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I know.
you got
I'm just
to.
saying, like I
You got to.
agree.
I'm
With
with you.
that. Like, but what percentage is that? I'm kind of overthinking it now, but I think
40%?
no.
You think that's too low?
I think that's too high.
Okay.
Too high.
I get too high.
My blankie.
Yeah.
Sauce, how hungry would you have to be to eat Muppet?
I wouldn't. Wouldn't matter. I wouldn't eat Muppet.
I'll eat that
You're
sumbitch
going
right
to
now.
die.
I wouldn't matter.
You're
I wouldn't
starving
eat
to
any
death.
dog.
Not even Winnie? You don't even care about Winnie.
Well, that's technically.
I'm going to tell you right now, you put it in a popover, I'll eat that sumbitch right now.
Now, what if you had an agreement with your neighbor,
Thank you.
Yeah.
and I was like, "I'll eat your dog
Yeah.
if you eat my dog."
Right.
Yeah, then it's not weird because you're not eating your own dog.
Yeah.
He said dog.
Dog.
Oh.
Sorry.
Dog.
And again, this is not just for fun like in 2025. This is
No.
in times of war.
You have to
This
eat
is
it or you're starved to death.
we're talking like Irish potato famine. Like this is
Yeah.
make or break. You got to eat something. and your neighbor offers you Ben's deal.
Yeah.
Let's swap dogs.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Come here, buddy.
He wants to put Muppet in a popover.
No. Are the dogs dead already?
No.
No.
It's just like the British pet massacre.
Then no.
I would hand over. The thing is, though, to make it equal.
Wouldn't be a fair trade for you.
I mean, Wilma, our Great Dane, that's a really unfair advantage.
Could feed a village.
Yeah, your family's eating well for a whole week.
Yeah.
Muppet is like...
She's a 12
That's
pounds.
a huge bitch.
She's supper.
Yeah, 12 pounds. Well played.
What are the odds of like going back to a good quality of life in this scenario?
100%.
Yeah, you just got to
justify everything.
You got to get through the war, right?
Yeah, man, you got to make it through, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to the Hulks.
How long is that going to be?
But this isn't like a Frank and Weenie situation.
Yeah.
You don't get to resurrect your dead dog. It's dead for
I know,
Dude,
that's
it's
what I'm
look
saying.
a lot different.
If it's looking grim and it's going to be like a few years,
Mike?
I'm just gonna go.
You're just gonna go?
Yeah.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna give it up?
I don't think that's
Wow,
the
way
right
to
answer.
quit.
Yeah, it's not the right
If
answer.
we're in that scenario, we don't have phones. Probably we don't have.
It sounds like it's over.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat my dog. That's
Sauce, if Louie's life depends on you killing
There is no
Muppets
Louie,
for
only
food,
Steve.
would you do it?
My lord.
It's a
Louis
great
only
question,
eats,
serial killer.
formula. So
Yeah,
Louis
but
will
I'm
be
talking
fine.
about down the road during the next
ain't
war.
no boobs nowhere near you, just like always.
If it depended on the life of my son, yes.
See?
Then yes.
I knew you would eat
Finally,
your dog.
we got him
Yes.
to admit he
I
would eat
knew it.
Muppet. I knew it.
Yes.
It's just something
I
you've been
wouldn't.
sitting on. Yeah, no,
But if
you just said
it's-
you would.
But what if it's your uncle
My Uncle Peter?
and Muppet? They're sitting there right next to each other. You have to pick one to feed your son.
Yeah, what's your
Answer
uncle
the
into?
question, please.
Who are you killing?
I mean, I'm going to go Peter. It's over for Peter.
Button bar. Yeah, I'm with
Sorry,
you, by the
Peter.
way.
Yeah. Wait, Peter's in your scenario too?
I'm just gonna have just a little taste.
Yeah, just a little taste of
Yeah.
Pete.
I'm trying to watch my weight. I can't have too much Pete.
Little Pete sauce.
Yeah, too much Peter. I'll gain my weight back.
Have a Pete over.
Oh, brilliant.
You got any more of that, Peter?
Gopher basketball won at Nebraska Saturday, 67-65. Something called Brennan Rigsby.
Yeah, man.
Never even heard of that kid, but shout out to
Eleanor's
that dude. 20 points on 5 of 6 shooting from 3, and including the game winner with 4 seconds left.
Good for him.
Damn, he had that many points.
Lit it
I
up.
saw that. I saw the highlights. I didn't realize he played that well the whole game.
Just a monster game for him. The Gophers now 7-11 in the Big Ten. Nebraska also falls to 7-11 in the Big Ten. The Gophers host the Drunken Scotties, number 11, I think still.
Yes.
On Wednesday at 7:30, and then they are at Rutgers Sunday. Those are the final 2 regular season games for the Gophers. Then we got to hope we make the Big Ten tournament. It's going to be close.
Close.
Could you remind me again so that you have to make the Big Ten
The
tournament?
bottom 3 don't make it.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to make it, but
Yeah.
it's going to be close.
That win helped.
That win was pretty big.
Yeah.
Could have gone the other way.
And then aside from winning the Big Ten tournament, we're basically NIT.
Correct. Yeah, you got to win the whole thing.
And I think
Looks like
we've heard from a couple people that they won't play in the NIT.
They'll just decline, huh?
That's the
Really?
hot rumor.
Why would
Yeah.
they do that?
Why?
Actually, I heard they're going to mark it as maybe.
Really?
Yeah. They're thinking about it.
What really matters
They're on the fence.
is this.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
When I eat edamame, do I eat the husks as well?
I would not advise it. I think you can.
Okay.
Why? What's wrong with eating the shells? I do that with sunflower seeds.
Your
You just
poor
wait.
rim.
Man. They're holding on for dear life, but you just
Yeah.
wait.
It's almost 3 weeks ago.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
they're
why it's going to be
waiting.
terrible.
They're waiting and watching
It's
and
gonna be
wondering
terrible.
why.
Yeah. Somebody said it, but I'm picturing Wolverine trying to hold on for dear life.
It's going to be the purge.
Yep.
Ugh,
Yep.
of your
I can't
rim.
wait. It's going to look like
I think I made it, man.
I don't.
a
I think I
terrible,
made it. How can
terrible 1950s era car crash in your
Oh.
toilet.
Oh, Jane Mansfield, no!
I'm not even sure what that looks like.
Oh, I'll just say this: lots of blood and a few turds.
Oh, my.
Jane Mansfield died in a car wreck, right? Is that right?
I
don't know. She did.
Okay.
She did.
I thought, I'm like, did I just make that up in my mind?
No, you're right. She did. It was a good pull. Really good pull. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's the girl from Law and Order's mom. And they said that she was decapitated, but she wasn't. It was her wig.
Yeah, Mariska Hargitay, right? Is that how you say it?
What? I didn't know those details.
Hargitay?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do you
They
say
ran
it?
into the back of a parked car. And she had her 3 kids in the back, including Mariska. And it killed the mom and the dad in the front seat. And they always said that Mansfield was decapitated, but she was not. It was just her wig. Terrible.
That's terrible.
Oh, my God. She wears a wig like Travis Kelce?
Right.
Yeah. See?
Is that yes? Isn't
Yes.
that
Yes.
Spanish? Yes.
Yeah.
You're still on that train, huh?
Yeah.
Is that a
Travis
one-man
Kelce
train?
wears a wig. A wig. You think he wears a wig?
Big rig.
Man.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm wearing a wig. Oh, I forgot. I got pictures of me from my Grease outfit. I got to show you guys my wig.
Oh, yeah. I got to see that.
When is that?
A week from Thursday. I'm very nervous. It's way more than I was expecting it to be. I got to dance.
No, you have to dance,
That'll
too.
be great.
I'm not much of a dancer.
What's this for again?
Grease at the Chanhassen Dinner Theater. A walk-on role.
And do you have do you have a speaking role?
Yeah, I got a few lines. Yeah.
Ooh.
I know. I'm very nerve. That's how the kids say it.
Yeah, you got to shorten everything.
Yeah, you don't have time for the full word.
Time for that.
More of What Really Matters with Ben Lieber after this on The Fan.
Your Minnesota Wild had a clean period. Heck, they had 3 clean periods in yesterday's game. And that means that all new members get 50% off their first month of Tidal Wave's Best Car Wash membership.
They're poor tummies.
Well, offer only valid for today. Check out your local Tidal Wave car wash to sign up today.
Hogs?
Yes, sir.
Our guy Gavin chimed in.
Yeah.
He said that they popovers that you had for the first time are tough to make.
Oh.
So, but he said they are delicious.
Gavin, you can do this.
Yeah, I'm sure he can, but I don't think you and I could.
I like the words of encouragement to Gavin. You got this.
You got
Come on,
this,
man.
buddy.
You can do it.
Yeah.
I believe in you. He's like, yeah, I know, Chris. I can do that.
I just don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll spend my time doing other things.
Do you think, if you gave him Kraft, cheese slices and 2 regular pieces of bread, he'd still make it better than any other?
Of course, yeah.
Right? Don't you think?
Yeah, there's
100%.
a bunch of people on Instagram that do that. Take normal food and make it gourmet. Yeah. It's basically chopped in a way, except
great
I would
show.
love to see a chopped version where
you chopped
literally
when you watch
the
it?
basic stuff like that, cheese and bread.
I bet Gavin can't make Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits in the next 2 hours.
And
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, you can do this, Gavin.
Yeah, we believe in you.
And puppy dog tails.
Yeah, but he can't
good
stop by
luck.
and get those for us.
All right, let's do more of What Really Matters. Scores and stats around the world of sports. This is the boring part. And then Chris will tell you something like...
Yeah, I got stuff like dead animals and
Yeah,
stuff.
in
Remember?
England, yeah.
Yeah. Remember that a moment ago?
Yep.
I brought the whole room down, remember?
Sure.
That's what I do.
Benjamin, the combine's been going on the last handful of days. Ohio State running back Travion Henderson ran a 4.43 40, kind of similar to you when you were at the
very
combine.
similar. Yep.
I saw Sauce tweeting about this as well, but there's a lot of people that are projecting him back half of the first round. How would you feel if the Vikings went running back in round 1?
Disappointed. Do we have a button for that?
Disappointed!
Oh,
There it was, close enough.
Yeah, there we go. I would be disappointed because they can make an impact for sure, and we obviously need one. But God, dog, we need a defensive tackle, an offensive lineman, and a cornerback, and then we can probably get a running back.
He is badass, though.
He's really
great.
good.
But yeah, first round.
There's a lot of really, really good running backs this year.
Disgusting.
And it would be fun from a skill position. I was like, man, we got a true game changer running back, hopefully. But we also need a game changing defensive tackle and an offensive lineman.
Do you think there's this any chance they bring back Mr. Jones or not?
Sounds like yes. Sounds like the hot rumors are that they are trying to work a deal to get him back on a very similar deal like last year.
Cancel.
Oh, was that 10 mil?
7.
7.
7? 7.
Which I think is 100% doable.
Yeah.
I am never going to financially recover.
I think what you were saying, Ben, about the running backs is I think there's like 4 or 5 A's and then the rest are like B pluses. So there's not really like a, but yeah, that dude's, he's good, man. He's
real good.
Yeah.
I like the, is it the Judkins?
Is that's the other running back?
I like him
he's
too.
Good too, yeah.
They have 2 really good running backs.
Yeah. RJ Harvey from, I think it's Central Florida. Is
Remember
also
PJ
really
Harvey?
Yeah, that's her son.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Whatever happened to her?
Hawk?
She fathered for a future NFL player.
Didn't she just have one hit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was it, Hawk?
Chew bubble gum and spit.
It was more of a tutorial.
Oh. And it was a hit?
In that order?
That was kind of a cool moment last night when, wasn't it Adrian Brody, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's halfway up the stage, or up the stairs, and then realized he had his gum, so he just, like, took his gum out and threw it back at
his wife.
Yeah. It's like, here, catch my gum.
Feces everywhere.
Oh, God, there were?
Just
Do
threw
you
his
really
gum at
do you
her.
really have to take the gum out? I mean, we've all spoken with gum kind of sort of tucked in your cheek, right?
Dave
Maybe.
Grohl can sing with it.
Or, I mean, how about when the category's up, how about you think ahead and just go, somebody remind me, the commercial break before Best Actor, that I should take my gum out and not talk for 7 straight minutes with bubble gum.
How about Zacho's guy shut out?
Yeah, Chalamet had a rough night. That movie didn't do very well.
No.
But,
Whoa, he didn't win anything?
no, I mean, there were, like,
He's so big.
Wicked kind of had a weird night. Complete Unknown had a weird night.
I think the $6 million movie surprised everybody.
Yeah, Nora.
I mean, come on.
dominated.
Yeah.
Well, didn't Maxo say that's like one of the best movies he's ever seen?
He really loved it.
Yeah.
And I'm shocked that I did not go see it because it's about a hooker.
Yeah.
True.
You know?
And she won Best Actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget which category it was, but
Best boobs.
it could be.
Who won that?
I heard the one acceptance speech for the guy with the Nora say, I want to give a shout out to all the sex workers out there.
Yeah,
I'm like,
she did
wow.
as well. She
Yeah.
said the same thing.
Wow,
did.
all right.
I was like, thanks.
I know hockey was rejoicing.
Well, listen, I take it
TV.
seriously.
Yeah.
I call it work.
Yeah.
I have a healthy relationship with sex.
Well, that's good.
Oh. You're more of a sex volunteer.
Oh, my word.
Wow. Who's that?
You're not
Sex
in it
buddy.
for. You're not
He
in it.
definitely
for the
does
money.
it pro bono, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
yes,
Yeah.
he does.
Well, I'm amateur.
Man, but at least
Yeah.
think of all the people that work here that have unhealthy relationships with sex.
Amen.
So
That's what
good
I'm
for
saying.
Chris.
Thank you.
I can name a handful.
Core, thanks.
Thanks, Chris.
Solo.
Oh, one of my since we're just going around the room, one of my favorite moments, and it felt like it was improv. I hope it was, although nothing
You never know.
on the Oscars is out of exactly. It definitely could have been quote staged, but when Andrew Garfield walked Goldie Hawn out and then stopped for 30 seconds and just basically talked about how much his mom loved her, it didn't seem like she knew that was coming.
Yeah, right. I would agree.
I hope that was organic and it was natural, but because that was pretty cool that he's just like, look, my mom's not here anymore, but nobody made her laugh and cry and smile more than you did.
You think it's funny?
That was pretty cool.
His breakdown on the Colbert show. Is that how you say it? Colbert?
Yeah, man. That is
the loss of his mom.
That is something I will never forget.
Yes, correct.
That is really something.
Never
If you
seen
haven't
it.
seen it,
Oh.
you should.
Yeah. Andrew Garfield seems like an interesting dude.
Yeah, he talks about grief and it's amazing. Yeah, it's
that
wonderful.
is, that'll, if you've lost a parent, that is something you will never forget.
He's fighting back tears, talking to Stephen Colbert about the loss of his mom, and it is definitely worth your 4 or 5 minutes.
It's unbelievably sweet.
Mm-hmm. What really matters, though, is this.
Hold on one second.
Yes, Satan.
Great scene.
It is.
Yeah, it's so good.
I was trying to find a way to work it in. I couldn't. So I just played it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
John Young, the only astronaut to walk on the moon and fly the space shuttle. He also flew in the Gemini and Apollo programs, commanded the first space shuttle flight and participated in the Space Lab program. He left NASA after criticizing its safety following the Challenger disaster.
You know what's crazy is everything you just said is amazing.
Amazing.
If you did any of those things, just one of those things, it's amazing. And I have heard of that guy 0 times in my life until 15 seconds ago.
Same. I felt like that you said the wrong name.
Right. No, I'm with you.
You
John
meant
Young?
Neil Armstrong.
Yeah.
Not John Young. You're making that name up.
I know.
Well, how about over the weekend? I saw there's some private lunar, whatever.
He's a
what's the word I'm
sergeant
looking for? Really? Not satellite.
Module.
Like probe or something. Yeah, basically like private companies now are sending stuff to the moon, and it's basically landing on the moon and doing, taking pictures and stuff. You're like,
Really?
God dang it.
Yeah, that's trouble.
Yeah, it might be over.
But, man, the pictures are outstanding. It's just crazy.
Mr. Beast sent a dildo up there.
One of his friends?
One of his friends?
God, those guys will do anything he says.
They might be in a cult.
Go to the moon, you dildo. I'll give you $100K if you go to the moon.
Brilliant.
Should have thought Hal's going to get back down.
Yeah, right.
Wobble, wobble.
Lavels up there?
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Is it my turn?
Yes, Satan.
Can I ask a quick
science question?
Space question?
Sure.
Please don't. I legitimately.
We're going to mock you. So
Probably
just go
are,
ahead.
yeah.
Yeah, just go ahead.
I
And ask
legitimately want to know the answer. What would happen if the moon all of a sudden was gone?
It would completely change our
change everything.
World would,
we'd be in big, big trouble.
The whole thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The night would be completely different.
Don't you know what the night can do? Great song.
We'd be, the oceans. Yeah, we're dead.
Yeah.
Okay. We're all dead.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All the animals would go crazy.
Because they have these like Instagram videos where like if the sun like stopped for like a second, what it would do. It's intense. I just wanted to know. I like that stuff. Interests me.
And by the way, Norm's got a great bit on the whole nobody knowing these people in space. He goes like 13 people have landed on the moon and we only know like 2 of them. Like 13 people have only 13.
And we don't spend the time to learn 13 people.
Like, what do you have to do to be famous?
Yeah. That is a great point.
That's a great bit. Yeah. That's funny.
Geesh, that's a huge thing. Just the fear that I would have.
Ugh.
I mean, the whole time you're there. I guess if you're like an astronaut there, you believe in math. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you trust the science.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, right. But still,
I mean, I wouldn't want to be the first guy up there.
But think Apollo
after they've
14.
proven it.
Yeah.
Apollo 14, going up there again, knowing how close to death Apollo 13 was.
Great point. Yeah,
Great
you're right.
film.
But
And we
they still
don't
found
know
a way,
who's in
though.
Apollo 14. Who are these people?
I never saw that movie.
Who was on? Yeah, who was in that movie, Hawk?
The lead singer of Steppenwolf.
Right.
Who did he play? John Young?
Yeah.
He did. Yep.
Anybody else?
Yep. Terrence Newman.
Yep.
Oh, you're
He
old.
knew, huh?
Yeah. K-State's very own.
Yep. And a guy who went by the name Star Fox,
From Nintendo 64.
which you have to watch saying.
Which does not hold up.
No, it
That
sucks.
video game was
Oh,
terrible.
come on.
It was so
sucks.
cool 25 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. You can't blame it for not being cool.
Oh, game changer at the time.
Oh, yeah.
It is unplayable now.
It's basically like 4 lines. You're like,
Oh, it's
what?
terrible.
This?
Terrible.
Yeah.
You know who was good at that? The Pope.
He was?
Yep.
Man, they didn't do a great job last night of making Conclave look good. It looks just depressing and slow and boring.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, the book is, this sounds ridiculous because of what it's about. The book is a page turner, man. The book.
Conclave was a book?
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess I didn't realize it was adapted from a book.
It's about the new Pope and how they elect him and the crap that goes into it.
You thought it was something else, didn't you?
No. I've seen. Well,
what else about the Catholic Church do you think it was?
I think that was the other problem with the Oscars last night and this year's Oscar crop in general is there were about half of the movies, even after 3.5 hours last night, I think most people don't know what most of those movies are about. Like, I'm Still Here, no idea what it's
what's
about.
that? Yeah.
Right? Even The Brutalist. I don't think they did a good job last night of explaining what The Brutalist is even about.
I believe I'm Still Here is about a woman's husband dying. if I'm correct, and she's still here.
But they didn't even say that last night. I mean,
Interesting.
Yeah, but is it their job at this point in time to tell you, to educate you on what these movies are about?
They normally do a pretty good job of at least giving you the thesis statement, right? Like, here's the, or at least they package it where it's like, all right, There Will Be Blood's about a guy that's, starting an oil.
Like a super clip of it.
They did, but like when they showed I'm Still Here was like this, montage of all these quick clips from the movie. And I'm going, I don't even really know what it's about. It looks like a family of some kind. I don't know what they're doing.
They usually
who's here and why are they still here and what's going on? I don't know. There was just a whole bunch of movies last night that didn't look like they had crystal clear identities.
Because as you were saying,
for the masses.
They normally would have somebody come up and be like, hey, this is so-and-so. It's about overcoming this and overcoming that and then losing this. But they just would show the clip and then they'd go back to Conan.
I guess maybe they assume it's not the time it's not the time to be playing trailers about these movies. Like most, it's an award show to honor the movies that are already out. So if you don't know what these movies are out, I guess it's kind of like, I guess it's on you.
No, for sure. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't think the masses learned what those movies are by watching the Oscars last night. Like The Brutalist, they probably thought it was about Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah.
Right? Is this about
was
wrestling?
awesome. Wasn't it about architecture?
Cool.
Yeah, and wasn't it?
It was about basically being Jewish at the end of the World War II.
Yeah, but I learned that from Max, not from anything.
I swear to you, I would have seen the movie for sure if it wasn't 3.5 hours long.
Yeah, that's way too long.
I mean, literally a movie where they have an intermission in the middle of the movie.
I hate that.
Oh, that was in the Brutalist?
Hate it.
Yes.
Yes. What a waste of time. Let's wrap this up.
Just keep going.
Conan had a great joke about that. It was like, I love The Brutalist. I wish it would never end. It still hasn't.
Yeah.
Great joke.
His Kendrick joke was the best.
Yeah, that was great.
Fantastic. Did you see that one, Benjamin? No. About 2 hours into the Oscars last night, he said, we've got to the halfway point of the show. So this is the point where Kendrick Lamar comes out and calls Drake a pedophile. It was a pretty good joke.
Yeah, it was funny.
It's good.
And then Conan said, I'm lawyered up.
So obviously he knew he could say that.
Yeah.
Well, good. It's a good joke.
I would guess the loophole is he's not calling Drake a pedophile. He's joking about how Kendrick. The joke is that Kendrick did that at halftime of the Super Bowl, so he can just say, I'm not making fun of Drake, I'm making fun of Kendrick's halftime show.
Yeah, he's just referencing what Kendrick did. I guess that's a big stage to do it.
I guess the lawyers went for it. Just 1 billion people worldwide watching, no big deal. Tough couple months for Drake.
Yeah, man.
Whoops.
Yeah, man, I don't know what happened to that
guy. What really matters is in the rear view mirror. Let's get to the news in a second with Christopher Allen Hockey. Benjamin Lieber is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Van.